What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video with What? So I'm really excited for today's video because we're gonna be talking about bad habits that you can change today to ultimately change you as a person, become a better person, become more positive, become more self-aware, and all of that. I truly feel like you don't need to wait until the first of the year, the first of the month, until Monday, until like whatever. If you want to change something today, please keep on watching this video, and I'm gonna give you guys my top tips. My very first tip is, I feel like we've all heard it millions of times, but is stop comparing yourself to others. It's easier said than done because obviously like I used to do this all the time, but the key to turning the switch is being self-aware that you're doing it. For the most part, when we are not self-aware that we're doing it, we just keep going, we keep doing it, we switch from one topic to another, from one step to another, from this person to that person to that person. But this is the thing. You have to realize that you're doing it. Once you realize that you're doing it, you will realize that you're literally comparing yourself to other people. Like, for example, if I see myself like, oh, I'm comparing my life to somebody else, and you just become self-aware of it, it's like, okay, no, think about the things that you actually do have and what the positive things are going on in your life, as opposed to having to compare yourself to that other person. It's all about self-awareness and catching yourself and flipping the switch and start thinking about something else. This takes practice, this takes time. Number two is thinking about the things that you don't have. Now, there is so much to be grateful for, but that also takes practice, and that also takes willpower and the will of wanting to change this type of mindset, because we all get really caught up on, you know, comparison and seeing what other people have and what you don't have. You don't have this, you don't have that, and all these things. Look around you. Like, look what you have. Do you have a bed? Do you have a toothbrush? Do you have a full fridge? And I know, like, everybody has like different situations. Everybody has all kinds of things going on in their life. Life is life. When you just start thinking about the things that you do have and that you do have going for yourself, it makes a whole lot of difference and a positive impact in your life, as opposed to thinking about the things that you don't have. And if you feel like it's taking a burden on you on the things that you don't have, what can you do today to literally start going for the things that you actually want? So instead of thinking about it as, I don't have these things, I don't have that, okay, start thinking about, well, I want to have these things, so what am I gonna do to get it and go after it? Tip number three is making excuses for everything. So now this is gonna be a little bit of tough love. I don't like it when things are sugarcoated, so I'm gonna just give it to you raw and real. So making excuses for everything, oh, this is just how I am, oh, this is just how things are done, oh, this is how it's always been in my life, oh, this is how, you know, my family this, or like, no, you have literally the power to change the narrative, to change the conversation, to change the conclusion, and how to go about things. Going back to the self-awareness, realize what you're making excuses for and of in all of that. Are you making excuses over things that you know that you can change, and you know that you can change the narrative? You know, like there was like a bunch of traffic and then you were late somewhere and all of these things. Okay, yes, the excuse is that you were unable to get somewhere on time because there was a bunch of traffic, but what can you learn from that, and what can you change from that in the future? Do you have to leave earlier? Is there a different form of transportation? Is there different ways that you can look at how to get to your final destination in case there is traffic? So it's not just coming up with the excuse and sticking with it. It's about learning from what's happening, how you can change it, how you can go about doing things. Think about it. Number four is going off on rants and complaining about everything, calling your family, calling your friends, texting your friends like, oh my god, this sucks, oh my god, this happened, oh my god, this, oh blah blah blah. Literally, like, I'm already drained. The more that you sit there and just complain about everything, the more it's gonna take a mental toll on yourself. Complaining is honestly really exhausting. It takes so much emotions out of you that like you are no longer able to think straight. Like, at least for me, like, comment down below if you agree, but like when you're just a little bit more positive and you try to really see like the good or what can be taken from what is going on, that is not as draining as complaining about everything possible. Like, catch yourself. Like, how many times did I complain today? How many times did I say, like, oh my god, like, this sucks, oh my god, this is so stupid, oh my god, like, why can't I just, you know, all these things? That's so draining, and just like, no. Pro tip here, if you have a friend that does that, it's time to rethink about your friendship and how you want to continue your friendship with that person, because that drainage rubs off on the other person, which might be you, and we don't need that in our lives. And tip number 5 is gossiping. Now, I know that we all talk, we all have conversations with our friends, we like talking to people and all these things, but this is what I want you to keep in mind. If whatever you are saying or whatever the other person is saying, if you did not like that conversation or that topic being talked about you, stop right there in the conversation and change the subject or change to something else. If the answer is no, that is straight up gossiping. You're putting that gossip out there about other people or other things, so that's just gonna come right back to you. Gossiping kind of goes back to everything else. It's draining, it's a waste of our time. Let's just talk about good things. Let's talk about the things that we want, life goals. I really hope this video was helpful with bad habits that you can change literally today. All these things, it's all a matter of self-awareness. If there is something in particular that you know you are doing that I mentioned today, you can start today by changing the narrative and changing how it is that you're approaching certain things, whether you're complaining, whether you're gossiping, whether you are kind of making excuses or talking about the things that you don't have. It's all about changing the narrative and going after what it is that you do want, and in the end, you are a changed person. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful. Comment down below if you feel like it was. If you like videos like this, I'm more than happy to continue literally sharing all of my wisdom and knowledge with you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you guys are having a good ass day. Bye.